Another opening, another no-show, is the 8th episode of the 7th season of Full House. This is directed by Zwick, and as always there will be spoilers from now as I go through the episode and share some thoughts. This might be one of my favourite episodes, I think. I'm not sure, but it's certainly really great. As always, I will go through things chronologically, so there will be spoilers from now. And it starts off with Jesse trying to crunch the numbers for the Smash Club, and Michelle's there. It's really sweet. And then he finds that there's Play-Doh in his calculator. Turns out Nicky and Alex are playing with Play-Doh. It's a fun way to start things off and kind of establishes the main narrative, because this is all about the Smash Club. It is actually opening day. Danny has been working on the perfect coffee recipes. Joey has gone and booked REM. Everybody's helping out. It's so lovely to see. And then we get the first look at the remodeled, refurbished Smash Club, and it looks great. It really does. I preferred the colour scheme beforehand. It was a lot kind of paler and gentler. This one's quite bright, but it does work really well. And DJ and Kimmy have their uniforms on because they're going to be working there. Kimmy's looks, well, Kimmy-fied, and Jesse tells her to, and I quote, take that clown outfit off, which is a little bit mean, but also considering she's customised it, if she took it off, she wouldn't be in uniform, and I assume there's no spare uniform, unless maybe they had spares, I don't know. But either way, it was quite mean, and we'll come back to that in a bit. And then basically from that point, everything goes wrong for Jesse. REM arrives, and it's not the REM he was expecting. It's Renee, Esther, and Martha. Joey didn't check that he'd booked the right REM, and then Jesse finds some napkins, and the napkins say Smush Club rather than Smash Club, and he decides he's just going to scream and let out all of this tension and frustration, and he screams, and immediately Kimmy screams. She was hiding behind a shelf. They're locked in the cupboard now, though, because Kimmy goes to leave. The door handle comes off in her hand. Jesse and Kimmy are stuck in the closet, in this store cupboard, and everybody arrives. It's time for the club to be open, and we have a bunch of young people turning up, and what's quite interesting is that we also have a reviewer there who reviews a lot of other popular hotspots and restaurants and clubs and whatever he's reviewing. And I don't think he has the right to review this place. This is a character called Elliott Warner, played by Ben Stein, and he's an older individual. And this is for people under the age of 21. The whole point of the club is that it's for younger people who aren't old enough for other clubs. So for him to be reviewing it, he's absolutely entitled to his opinion. But I don't even know if by rights he was meant to be there. If it's only meant to be for people under 21. I don't know if they let anybody in, but it's just alcohol free. I just thought it was quite interesting. And then everything's just absolutely chaotic. And we have this really beautiful moment between Kimmy and Jesse. And I think this is one of the reasons why it's one of my favourite episodes, because it's so moving. Kimmy admits to Jesse that the whole reason she was hiding in the closet is because she felt terrible, because Jesse really hurt her feelings when he said that her outfit was a clown outfit, because as she explained, she'd worked really hard on this. She just wanted to look nice. I will say she shouldn't have done it. She shouldn't have customised the outfit without speaking to Jesse. But the point there is that she had good intentions. She did it to look good for Jesse's club. And he just completely disregarded that and was really mean to her. And it proves that actually Gibbler does care what people think about her. She might not always seem it, but she actually does. And it hurt her. And it was, I think, a really eye-opening moment and a really nice moment between Jesse and Kimmy. And then Jesse realises that he can crawl through the air vents to get out of the cupboard, and REM's performing really well. Everybody seems to love it now, and Jesse arrives, and everything gets turned around again. The reviewer gets his drink and his sticky bun, and everything's just a success from that point on. And then when we're back at the house, Danny is wired. He's had so much coffee, and it's a lot of fun. Everybody else is ready for bed. Michelle's asleep on the stairs, and we have a beautiful moment where Jesse and Kimmy hug. And it is so sweet and so lovely. And I feel like that might be the first time, I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the first time when any of the Tanners have ever shown Kimmy genuine affection. Aside from DJ, I guess, but that's the first time it feels like Kimmy is actually being welcomed into the family, and it's a really beautiful moment. I could be misremembering anything, so apologies if I'm overlooking a specific moment, but I thought that was quite key. And it's a beautiful episode. As I said, maybe one of my favourites. It's a lot of fun. It's chaotic. And we have some really beautiful moments, particularly between Jesse and Kimmy. Another opening, another no-show is an absolute delight. They could have dragged the Smash Club aspect out for quite a while. They could have maybe kept it until the end of the season, then gave us this big reveal. But I think the pacing there was really great. Everything worked really well. And ultimately, no complaints. Another opening, another no-show is an absolute joy.